Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back and thank you all so much for being here. A big thank you to Richard and Annika for covering me while I was away on my vacation. I got in late last night and we're jumping right back into it this morning. Of course, make sure you check out the videos on TipRanks TV as well, where you'll find all of our regular great content, plus some exclusive series that you don't want to miss. Plus, I'll be hanging out in the comment section for about an hour after this morning's video over there, so make sure that you say good morning and check out the platform. Now, of course, this morning we'll be getting into exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and the morning's biggest gainers and losers. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button as well. Now let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. U.S. stock futures are currently slightly in the red this morning as investors digest the Fed's interest rate hike yesterday. Currently, Dow futures are down 0.14%, S&P 500 futures down 0.17%, and NASDAQ futures down 0.23%. Shares of mobile gaming and blockchain company PHUN popped yesterday after they recently launched some additional resources to restrict short selling of PHUN securities. The management of PHUN has launched this resource with the aim of protecting its share price from downward pressure. Their CFO said that short selling recently made headlines in the wake of what happened with companies like GameStop and AMC when retail investors were able to successfully restrict the number of shares available in order to cause a short squeeze. While many retail investors hope the price of their shares will go up, many don't realize their brokerage may be loaning those same shares to short sellers who work in opposition to price appreciation, or that they can often restrict this practice by not allowing brokerages to loan out their shares. With just one analyst rating, the PHUN stock comes in as a moderate buy with an average upside of 54%. Shares of the world's largest coffee chain, SBUX, rose yesterday after it was announced that their former CEO would step in as interim CEO after the current CEO plans to step down on April 4th. SBUX was already working on CEO succession plans as Johnson disclosed last year that he planned to retire. The company said that the new CEO will be announced by the fall. Schultz, who resigned from the position of CEO in 2008 but acted as an executive chairman until 2018, will return on an interim basis and rejoin the board as well. He'll receive $1 of compensation. The SBUX stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of nearly 33%. After months of decline, Alibaba jumped over 35% yesterday, along with some other major Chinese companies. Investors' newfound love for Alibaba stock stems from favorable commentary from the Chinese Vice Premier Liu He. Liu called for policies that are market-friendly and add stability. This is reassuring as the regulatory risk was among the most significant concerns hurting Chinese stocks listed abroad. Analysts currently rate the Alibaba stock a strong buy with an average upside of 65%. Tesla has halted production at its factory in Shanghai for 2 days after the country tightened restrictions to curb the recent outbreak of COVID-19. The EV manufacturer suspended production at Gigafactory 3 on March 17th and 18th. It is not yet known whether other operations at the plant would also be suspended. It is not expected that this news will impact their stock price too much, as production has been halted for just the 2 days. The factory exported almost 60% of the vehicles it manufactured last month. If the Chinese government introduces further restrictions, then it might disrupt the supply chain and Tesla shares. Analysts currently rate the Tesla stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 27%. And wearable display technology solutions provider VUZI Corporation has signed a distribution agreement with Converge IoT. Converge IoT is an exclusive national primary agent for the T-Mobile for Business Channel Partner Program, and through this agreement, VUZI can sell its smart glasses to various corporations using T-Mobile's 5G network. In fact, the company has already received and shipped an initial smart glass order from Converge IoT. Their stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 106%. Now, moving over to notable earnings reports. In the pre-market this morning, we'll be hearing from Commercial Metals, Designer Brands, and Hut 8 Mining. And in the after hours, we'll be hearing from companies like GameStop, FedEx, and StoneCo. Already in the pre-market this morning, we heard from Dollar General, who came in ahead of expectations on their earnings. The company also boosted their dividend by nearly a third and forecasts a stronger than expected full-year sales. They reported earnings of $2.57 per share on revenue of $8.7 billion. The estimates were $2.56 per share on $8.7 billion. Their revenue grew nearly 3% on a year-over-year basis. Their stock is currently rated a strong buy with an average upside of over 12%. Also this morning, we heard from Accenture, who reported strong results for their second quarter and raised future outlook. Accenture reported earnings of $2.54 per share on revenue of $15 billion. The earnings estimate was $2.36 on revenue of $13.2 billion. Their revenue grew over 24% on a year-over-year basis. Analysts rate their stock a moderate buy with an average upside of nearly 34%. And last night we heard from Williams-Sonoma, who also posted better than expected earnings. Their adjusted earnings of $5.42 per share grew 37% year-over-year, massively outpacing analyst expectations of $4.82. Their revenues jumped over 25% year-over-year to $2.5 billion, but were modestly short of expectations. Their stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 19%. Now let's take a look at which stocks are this morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by PagerDuty. Their stock is up following a positive earnings reports yesterday. Trading under the ticker PD, the stock is up over 13.5%. They're followed by Signet Jewelers under the ticker SIG. Their stock is up 8.7% following a positive earnings report this morning. And Williams-Sonoma under the ticker WSM. Their stock is up 7.6% following their positive earnings last night. Our biggest losers this morning are led by Warby Parker. Their stock is falling as their 2022 revenue forecast fell short of expectations. Under the ticker WRBY, the stock is down 12.7%. They're followed by ZTO Express under the ticker ZTO. The stock is down 7.5%, cooling off from gains of nearly 20% yesterday following their Q4 earnings and a special dividend. And Tencent Music Entertainment under the ticker TME, the stock is down 7%, cooling off from gains of 29% yesterday following positive outlook from China's government. So that is going to be everything for Thursday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. Make sure to head over to TipRanks TV and say good morning in the comments over there. I'll be hanging out for about the next hour while I enjoy my morning coffee. If you made it to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you back here next time.